Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Fortnite Save the World. And welcome to, well, this is going to be a bit of an analysis video. We're going to analyze and we're going to talk about the weapon that we believe is going to be coming out today. There is supposed to be the Freedom's Herald is supposed to be coming back in Save the World. And why do we know this? Well, let me show you guys. So even though here this is the patch notes for the Save the World roadmap that recently came out, and it says right here in a week of 7.2 it says we're going to be getting, you know, all these 4 heroes, and it says that the Freedom's Herald pistol will be returning, which just so happens to be this weapon back here. Now, just let me say this, at the end of this video I am going to go through and we are going to talk about all the weekly items, what I recommend to get and all that. So that will be at the end of this video, because there is 8 minutes, there is 8 hours, 8.5 hours left before the store resets. But right now I want to talk about the Freedom's Herald. Now it's kind of weird though, because if we look over here at the patch notes for Save the World for the version, sorry, wrong one, there we go. If we look at the patch notes, these are the patch notes for the version 9.30 content update, the number 2 patch notes. If we go down to Save the World, yes, it shows that we've got the heroes and all that right here, all the heroes. But when we look at weapons, the only weapon that shows here is the boom bow. Now, a lot of people, when we first got the Save the World content update, and also when I did my coming soon video earlier this week, a lot of people were saying, well, why is the Freedom's Herald coming back? It's not a weapon that was ever a special weapon. It wasn't like that. And honestly, the way we can find out if it's a special weapon or not is if we go over here into the pistols and we look right here. We can go ahead and we can research a schematic for 100 flux, 60 weapon designs. We can go ahead and research it, so it's not really that special. Probably the reason why it's coming back is because it is a firecracker pistol. Now, technically also the tiny instrument of death is also a firecracker pistol. Now why are these weapons so special in a way? Now, to know that, oh my goodness, to know that, we got to go back. We got to go way back in time. Let me do this, because for some reason we have no background music today. I don't know what's up with Save the World. There's been no background music for a little bit. So to find this out, we need to go way back to the version 4.5 patch notes. In the version 4.5 patch notes, man, this is back when they would combine Battle Royale with Save the World, and there was no such thing as creative yet. Creative didn't exist yet. And then we had like a summary at the beginning. That was when the blockbuster was going on. Then you had Battle Royale, and then down here we had the Save the World things. And look at the Save the World patch notes. Look how they used to be. Man, that's crazy. Anyway, so in the Save the World patch notes in version 4.5, 1 year ago, guys, 1 whole year ago, we had something down here where it was increased the effectiveness of pistols that fire explosive projectiles. Now, this is back when I personally decided that the Zap Zap was going to be my new favorite weapon, right? Because, and I have to show here, Zapper and Zap Zap, they increased their damage by 90%, plus 433% environment damage, and plus 310% impact. For all of you who ask me why do I love the Zap Zap so much, this is why right here. This is why right here, because the Zap Zap became just absolutely incredible. But enough said. Let's talk about the Freedom's Herald. So if you see here, the tiny instrument of death also got a big boost, but this is also the Freedom Herald, and right here the Freedom Herald got itself a boost because the effectiveness of pistols that fire explosive projectiles was increased. So the the Freedom's Herald got a 52% damage increase, a 79% environment damage, and a 50% impact. So out of the tiny instrument of death and of course the Zap Zap, the Freedom's Herald didn't get that much of a boost. It got an okay boost. It was okay. But that right there is when that weapon was changed. And of course, the tiny instrument of death, the Zap Zap, and the Freedom's Herald, Firecracker, and Liberator, those weapons can all be researched from the collection shop. So do I recommend for you to spend your money on it this week? Not really. And I think all it means is like, see how we have the tiny instrument of death over here? That one's also in the shop for right now. Do I recommend this weapon? It's fun. It's fun. Don't get me wrong. I've had one before. I think I ended up recycling mine, if I'm not mistaken. Let's check to see. I really do believe I ended up recycling mine, unless I still have one up here. But the reason why I ended up... Oh, no, I have one here. So there... Oh, that's why. Okay, so that's why I have this one. So I have this tiny instrument of death because it's unrecombobulated weapon. If you check it out, see, it says recombobulated. So yeah, this is crazy because this one has quad damage with a reload speed. Unfortunately, I can't work on the perks. I wish that I could just work on these perks here without having to change it, but that is my tiny instrument of death. Maybe I should work on it. I mean, that doesn't really add up to too much. That's what, 30, 50, 60, 60% increase in damage? That's okay with a 50% reload speed. It's alright, but it doesn't have an attribute because it's not combobulated. So, if anyone out there wants a quad damage and tiny instrument of death, let me know. I could probably work on it. I could take it to level 130 if I want to. It's kind of funny looking there, actually. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I do have... Let's see. I do have a firecracker pistol. We saw it the other day. It's going to be right... That's not it. Where's my firecracker pistol? There it is. Okay. So I do have a Freedom's Herald. I have a Freedom's Herald. And I know I have a couple that are not... There, I have another one. I have a Liberator. That one's an epic one. And that's pretty much it. So I have an epic one, a Liberator, and I have one Freedom's Herald that is legendary. This one has double reload speed, physical damage, and stun. Oh, that's not bad. Stun, stagger, and knockdown. This weapon snares the target for 30%. We might level it up a little bit just to take a look at it. I can show you guys. It's an okay weapon. It's not that crazy. Should I just level it up? You know what? Let's do it. Let's level it up. I'm going to take it just to Malachite. I'll take it to Malachite to show you guys. I'm not going to work on the perks, but I want to show you guys how it works. I will say this, though. I did have one. I did have one of these weapons way back when. For those of you who don't know, I've been playing this game since before it came out. I actually pre-ordered the limited edition a few months before it was actually released, and that actually got me access to the game. I think it was like 2 weeks before it was open to the public, or before they actually opened it up. Buying the limited edition got you a little bit of early access. That's why I have one of the early banners that not many people have. Let's go into a match real quick and I'll show you guys. So because let's go into a candy match, because we just took it to 80 something. Let's go in here. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. I'm going to show you guys. Oh, for those of you who don't know, if you're looking to level up, do a mission, I actually have to do 3 Candy Valley missions. I'm going to go ahead and do that one. Let me go in with this guy. That mission I just showed you guys, it has triple epic perk up. I'm actually going to be grinding that mission later today because it's a great Candy Valley mission, and I also have 3 Candy Valley missions that I have to do. But the Freedom's Herald, let's finish talking about it. So the Freedom's Herald is an okay weapon. This over here. There we go. That's better. So the Freedom's Herald looks to be an okay weapon. I don't know why my... Alright, that's kind of weird. I'm going to have to fix that later. The Freedom's Herald looks to be an okay kind of weapon. We can take a look at it at the stats there. When I first started playing this game, I remember in the first couple of weeks, there was someone who had already leveled up considerably. I think they were like level 50 something. I was like, wow, you're level 50 something. But they were using a Freedom's Herald, and they actually gave me one to try. And I remember thinking, oh my goodness, this weapon is so amazing, because it was doing some pretty awesome stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and make one. We can do this. So the way the weapon works, the way it used to work actually, is that you had to... There it is. Let's make one. you had to have firecrackers. Now, they took firecrackers out of the game. We used to have firecrackers in the game. That no longer exists. Now this weapon will be used... Let's see. There it is. Now the weapon, what it uses shotgun shells. And what happens is when you shoot it, it'll bounce off and it'll explode. See? Bounce off, boom, explode. If you can see, the area of impact that it actually affects is actually pretty big. It's actually a fairly decent sized area of impact. Let's go see if we can't find ourselves a couple of enemies to have some fun with. There we are. Okay. Let's shoot one there. That's not bad. That's not bad, actually. That's not that. Wow, 20,000, 41,000? Wait a second. Wait a second. What's going on here? What kind of damage is this? 14,000? 20, 26. Man, that's a pretty fast reload too. Nope. All right, I gotta tell you guys, single shot. That's pretty cool though, because you can actually do like fireworks. Okay, I gotta say, guys, I'm actually pleasantly surprised at this weapon. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it. If I remember, I tried it a while back and it was okay, but this is actually not bad at all. The area of impact is considerably good. All right, let's take a look at it again. So Freedom's Herald, 89,000 DPS. I've got double reload. I've got damage. I've got damage to stun staggered. I've got it on physical. That was bad. Nice area of impact. Nice area of impact. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Is this my new favorite weapon? We're looking at a 29,000 damage. Because I have a damage on it. I have the double reload. So we have a one. Oh my goodness. No wonder that reload was so fast. But actually, we could actually change this, because we could do just one reload and then get something else on it. All right, there you go. That's the Freedom's Herald. Do I recommend you picking it up from the shop? Maybe not. If you're going to be spending 1680 gold on it, it might not be the best bang for your buck, but it's a pretty decent weapon. I'm not going to deny that. We got some pretty good hits on there.
There's so many of you.
It's got some pretty decent hits, guys. I'm not gonna deny it. It's got some pretty decent hits on it. All right, so there you go. That is the Freedom's Herald. It actually looks pretty good. I'm actually I'm gonna level it up a little bit. I'm actually gonna work on it a little bit. We might try it out today. Might take it to 130 and check it out. See what I can do with it. It's not a bad weapon. I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised, guys. It's not a bad weapon. Wow. Oh, music is back. That's awesome. Let's take a look at it again. Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? You're gonna be over here somewhere. There we are. So there's the Freedom's Herald. I actually thought I had another one, but I don't think I do. Do I want to keep it? Do I want to keep it physical? You know what? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But I'm definitely thinking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up changing one of these. Oh, we can make it crit. We could make it a crit weapon. Oh, so what we could do is I could change this damage to crit damage. And then I could change this to crit rating if I wanted to. Or double crit damage. It's a pistol. It's a pistol. We could make it double crit and use it with a pistol, with a pistol hero setup. I actually would prefer an affliction one, but you know what? It's okay. And you know what? I might actually change it. I might actually change it to nature or to water. One of these two, because I have in one of those. That would be interesting. That would be interesting. All right, so I'm going to leave it there for that. I was pleasantly surprised, guys. That is the Freedom's Herald. For people wondering, should you get it or not today? there you go. Make up your own mind about it. You know, look from what I did here. I do think I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm probably going to adjust this to a. I'm not going to get another one because it's fine. Look, it's got a nail screwed in for the view. That's awesome. There you well. That's a way. That's one way to do it. You can definitely celebrate the 4th of July too, you know, throwing some fireworks around. That would be kind of fun. I'll probably keep this one, might take it to level 130. Like I said, I might change it into a crit weapon and then use it with my with my pistol hero loadout, which if you guys don't know, I have one set and ready to go right here, this one, especially because, well, you know what? Is there a pistol crit? I don't think there is. I don't think we have a pistol crit rating one, do we? No, I don't think we do. I don't think there is a hero that increases pistol crit rating. If there is, please let me know. I'd actually be really interested to see if there is a hero that increases pistol crit rating. But yeah, I mean, I'm also very excited to start using this pistol setup. I'm going to use it with my Zap. I'm also going to be using it with the Zapatron, which let's talk about that and finish off this video with that. Not the Zapatron, the Plasmatron. Don't forget, guys, that the Plasmatron, oh, it's already gone. Sorry, it's already gone. So this is the Astrobat. If you didn't get the Plasmatron 9000, I'm sorry, but I am actually very excited to finish working on my Plasmatron. It's right here. I'm going to finish working on my Plasmatron. As you guys saw, I ended up making it kind of a crit weapon, so that's going to be really exciting to play around with and using with that setup. So I'm going to be using that. I'm going to be using my Zap. I'm actually thinking of changing this Zap. I'm going to make it into a crit Zap, so you guys can see that and see how that works. Again, if anyone wants me to work on this weapon, I think I would. This is a quad damage with reload, no attribute. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? No attribute, tiny instant of death. That would be interesting to have fun with. And to wrap it up, guys, don't forget, this is what I always recommend. If you're going to go ahead and for the weekly shop, make sure you get the Astrobat. Why not? It's good to have it. What I recommend to do is to always get yourself the reperk. Well, first off, I always say get yourself the armory slots. That's the most important. Start with armory slots. But you know what? Let's do it right now. We'll do it right now. So make sure to get yourself the armory slots. That's the first thing I recommend. Then I recommend that you go ahead and pick up the reperk, the count reperk. You know, it's 2,000 right there. Definitely worth getting. Then if you need it, I recommend for you to go ahead and get the rare perk up and the uncommon perk up right here if you need it. If you don't, that's fine. Then I recommend that you pick up the raindrops, because raindrops always run out so fast. Pick up the raindrops and then go for the storm shards, Eye of the Storm, and lightning in a bottle. Also very important because you're going to need those evolution materials. But there we go, guys. I'm going to leave it there. Pleasantly surprised. I did not think that it was going to be that fun to use that. Mind you, I did use a level 82 in a level 70 zone. It's going to be very different if I go ahead and use it in a level, you know, higher level, over 100, level 100, whatever. I do want to work on it. I do want to work on the weapon, though. I may take it to 130 today, have some fun with it. It looks like an interesting pistol. It really does. And, you know, using it with the Plasmatron 9000 and with my Zap, that might be a very interesting setup to try out. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I gotta get myself to get some grinding. I will be working today. I will be working today on this mission right here, this Canny Valley mission. If you guys want to come to the stream, I'll be starting around noon central today. This is the mission we're going to be working on a few times, just because it has a lot of epic perk up in there. And then I don't know if we have Entwined Peaks. I believe we do have one. Oh, there's another one. Look at that one. That's a good one too. We'll be doing that one a few times as well. Is there a mission today that has raindrops? Let's see. Because I need a lot of... Ooh, look at this mission. A 94 Ride the Lightning with 4 times Storm Shard and double Storm Shard. We might do that to pick up some Storm Shards. Is there another mission that gives us some raindrops? Ooh, unfortunately, no mission in the lower levels. Oh, there we go. We've got a... Oh, wow, that's a high level one. 132, man. that's going to be a little difficult. I don't know if we're going to do that. We might not do that. We're going to have to take a look. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. This has been Fortnite Save the World, talking about the Freedom's Herald. I was not expecting that, guys. I gotta be honest. I was not expecting that from this weapon. Actually a fun weapon. Actually a fun weapon to work on. We're gonna have to work on the setup a little bit more. I don't know if I want to keep it physical. I wouldn't mind making it nature or water, actually, so I could have a good nature or water pistol. But then again, I'm gonna have 2 energy with the plasmatron and the zap. Maybe keeping it physical wouldn't be bad. We'll have to see. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.